Hello, I wanted to share with you what I like to do with those gessoed and matte medium panels that we made in a previous lesson. Here are some of the panels. This is the gesso that we tinted with the red scarlet, and it turned into more of this pinky, beautiful color. And then I sprinkled on that the Brusho pearl, and then I just kind of took my finger and I rubbed it into the gesso once it was cleared, and then sprayed it to fix it to the gesso. And I have this really pretty pearl card from Gesso and Brushos in a completely different, unique way. Um, this one was the gel medium with the glitter, and that turned out beautiful. It's really like it's too much for like one card panel, but I'm gonna show you what I did to make it like look stunning. Here's a gesso. I gessoed this, and so it's the gesso reacted as a resist, right? I will show you how I used that. And then this is one of the stamped panels that I did with stamping. I took a nice big leaf stamp and stamped it with brushes all the way down here. And now I can add a sentiment right here. And I want to show you how I'm gonna build these cards up. So I'm gonna start with the easiest and then gonna go towards the hardest at the time. Anyways, let's start here. So this is a card panel, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So there's no, I could trim it up and then put a mat around it, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to do. So let me show you. And remember, I specifically left this space open because of the stencil. The stencil only went down to here, which is perfect for the stamp that I have because I have these stamps. This is from Lawn Fawn, and it has a bunch of different little sentiments. Hello, you. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. With love and sympathy. Get well. Love you and thinking about you. I never seem to have enough thinking of you cards. I always seem to run low, and those are always the ones that my um, customers like to get from me too. So I'm always looking for a good thinking of you card. So this one's going to be a thinking of you card. And with this, I really like to make sure that that it is straight. Sometimes I can get it spot on, and that looks pretty spot on. But other times I have to look at my guides and get them fixed. But if I'm looking at it and it looks spot on. So I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. I am using Taylor Expressions Oreo ink pad. It is archival safe, but it's a new ink pad because I think my ink pad was about done. Um, and I just lightly stamped it ink on, and now and then I have this wonderful simple card panel, but isn't that lovely? That's going to be, and then I'll just put it on a card base, and that is the stamp. I might add a little bit of little doodads, sequence or something, but right now I really like it how it is. I don't know if I would change much of it. Okay, let's move on. So this is a really bright card panel, right? And so what I want to do is I want to add a nice gentle sentiment right here. And I found this one. And so we're going to stamp this right here. And then that'll go on top of this. And so it won't look so glittery at times, but it will be a really pretty card when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this. You might be asking yourself, what's up with this oval? And I cut this oval out with a die cut, and then I cut a whole bunch of these out, and then I save them for when I need cards. And in a later lesson, I will show you how die cuts, how I make die cuts. You can also buy die cuts at craft stores, or if you have a friend that has a die cutting machine, just ask her to cut you a whole bunch of of whatever you want for sentiments, and I'll show you that. Um, anyways, I when I cut these out, I actually borrowed the die from a friend, so I don't actually have this die, but I do have a silhouette that I have cut multiple um, ovals out, and so I don't need a die when I have the silhouette. And a silhouette is an electronic die cutting machine. I totally recommend it if you're going to get into card making and you need embellishments like this. It's not a needful thing, but it does make your life a lot easier, and I enjoy it. But, because there's black on the card base, I'm going to go ahead and ink this one, and that looks pretty good. Yeah, there. And now this super crazy glittery card will have this nice little um, oval die cut with a nice sentiment right here to go with it. And that's as simple as that. So I really like quick and easy cards that I can whip out right away. And this is one of them. And it looks like you took your time and did some really beautiful work to it when all you did was put glue over a stencil, put glitter on it, cut out this oval, stamped it, put it on. It's really a simple card. And I had fun making it, so I can't wait. And then I'll pop some pop dots on just to give it some dimension and go from there. So that one's an easy one. Yay! All right. We are going to move on to this card. This card is also going to be easy. So I have this one because I deliberately cut off part of the edge, and I'm going to glue this onto the card panel. So then it's going to have this nice little gold edge to go with it. I got the stamp set, the stamp. I'm doing the all your days will give him praise, and I thought that would be a nice fall card, or even a nice card for like a baptism or a confirmation, or it doesn't matter, whatever you want it to be for whomever you want it to be. When I think about where I want my sentiment, I like to move it around a little bit and see kind of the shape of it. And I do like it right here. I kind of like it in the middle too. And I think I'll do it in the middle because I think I'll put like some twine around it and then just knot it like right here. And so I'll give that ribbon some space. I like using little elements to help with the story. And I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to use my brown ink because this is very gold and warm. I don't necessarily want black to be stark. So I'm using my brown ink pad, stamping I am going to make sure that, yep, okay. And I think I'll do one more. Remember, watercolor paper, it takes a lot of ink. There we go. That's much better, much crisper. All right. And then again, I have this beautiful card panel. Won't that be beautiful to give to somebody? Okay. Now we're not actually, we are going to stamp. So for this one, I have this little embellishment that I cut out the white blessed part with my silhouette, and then I cut the black out with my silhouette. Um, and then I have this nice little strip, and I'm going to be putting that like right there. So then, yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Now all I want to do is just make sure that my stamp is straight. Let's see how this goes. Oh. Okay. All right. And I'm going to do black because I had the black sentiment. And it's just going to say, blessed by your friendship. Pretty simple, but what a wonderful card this will be. Oh, I really like that. Okay. And then what I would do is I'm just going to glue. I may or may not make this into like a ducktail or something. But then I have this nice little sentiment card right like that. And that will make for a very nice card panel as well. Okay, moving on. And so yeah, those are the last ones. I was thinking I had one more, but we did them all. There's this one, it's not glued down yet. That will be in the next class, but I wanted to kind of give you an idea of how it was going to look. This one's going to look beautiful with that, and I might even change that up to this. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. We got time. And then we have this one, which I think will be really, really fun. It reminds me of my good friend that, yeah, it just does. And then this one. So the very, I love using stamps to just almost polish those cards up just a little bit, and that really helps. So anyways, I hope you found this lesson informative. Please, if you have questions, ask them. That's what I'm here for, and I cannot wait to share with you how we put all these cards together.